Bobby Smyrniotis here from Forge FC. Once again, we'll start on Zoom. Mitchell, if you want to start things off for us.
Sounds good. Bobby, a match where it kind of looked like you guys were maybe going to run away with it once you get that opening goal, but then obviously Halifax strikes back. You win a point in the end. Your thoughts overall on, a point rescue, but probably with the lead you would have liked more.
Yeah, it's a strange match because, apart maybe from the first 5 minutes of the game, I think we're in control. We've created some good opportunities in the first half. David Schwanyers had 2 clean looks and a couple of other situations that we had there. Happy to start the second half and, in control of the game. We score a goal, so you think everything is good, and before you know it, you're down 2-1 in a game that, didn't look that way. And then you got to fight back. You got to make sure in these games you want the maximum 3 points, but you never want to leave these games without a point. These points all add up in the end. So we'll look at it down the road as something positive. Right now, probably with the performance we had, we wanted more. But on to the next one.
And a key part in getting that draw was obviously Nana coming off the bench for his debut and playing a great ball into Kwesi for the goal. Your thoughts on him, and obviously we're already seeing what he might be able to bring to this Forge team. Yeah,
there's no doubt he's a quality player. He's got a fantastic background, fantastic pedigree in the game, but he's also come here and put in 3 full training sessions. We've been monitoring him in a whole period where we've been waiting to get him in here, so his time will be limited in these first few matches, and if we can get little glimpses like this in these first few weeks, we'll be very happy until he rounds into proper form, and then I think he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Thanks so much, Bobby.
Thanks, Mitchell. Thomas, go ahead.
Hi, Bobby. Yeah, as you're saying, kind of a lot of intensity early on, a lot of that control, Schwanyers, I suppose. What was that at halftime to kind of get the team to go the extra mile and keep pushing through everything, and ultimately a draw for you guys, but what was that at halftime to make sure that they kept pushing and eventually found that goal?
Well, a few things. You want to reiterate where you're finding the spaces on the field and some adjustments in what zone certain players were occupying. We felt that in the first half, when Borges was occupying a little bit more centrally, we were a little bit more dangerous with a gap in there as opposed to him drifting outside. So it was little things like that, and that allowed Schwanyers to get a lot of space on the right side. Through the second half, that occurred sometimes. We're drifting out of those zones. We got back into there, and when we're doing the right things, we're able to create. We're able to get further up the pitch. But in the end of the day, we had to chase this game for the last 20 minutes or so, and that's something we don't want to do, whether we play home or away. So in the end, we're glad with that moment right at the end of the match, where we had a few good opportunities towards the end of the match. Nana had another one a little bit earlier. Noah Jensen with that play just right in front of the goal. We take 2-2, we take a point, and we get ready for the next one.
And last week, obviously a loss. The week before that, beating York, but then the week before that, obviously lost to Ottawa. When, obviously DNA of champions for you guys and the perennial playoff team. But, is there ever a point in the season where you look back and you think about maybe the points that you dropped that kind of would have helped, and in the moment, then how do you move on and keep pushing, obviously with a big game against TFC coming up really in like a month?
The most important thing in this league, if you want to be champion, you need to be alive on the last day. That's what it all comes down to. So that's what you play for. That's what you do. That's what we do, and that's why you finish a game, whether you've gotten 3 points, 1 point, or 0, and you move on. And TFC is irrelevant to us today. We've got matches up until then in front of us. I don't know whether it's 2 or 3, and when we finish on a Saturday or Sunday playing our opponent, we'll prepare for 2 days to play against TFC, like we do with every opponent.
Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you, everyone.